We want to do 9.1 number 37, which says we've got ax minus ay over by minus bx. And lots of you are kind of doing this thing, right? What are you noticing? Yeah, you're noticing the y's and the x's are sort of mixed up, right? Okay, so what's your first step though? Is it noticing that? Or is it, yeah, get some common stuff out. So what can you get out of this?
The a is out of the top and a negative b out of the bottom.
Oh, that's really way too clever. Let's try an a and a b. All right, so out of the top, if I pull an a, what am I left with?
Minus y.
Oh, you guys all caught on to what Michael was saying. All right, so I've got an x minus y on the top, and on the bottom I've got a
y minus x.
y minus x. And then if I had been smart enough to pull out a negative b, I'd have an x minus y on the top and an x minus y on the bottom. What? Oh, that wasn't what you guys were owing.
No, I was owing because I didn't realize you would take that.
Okay. So, now there's one thing you could just remember here, or a cool trick you could learn. I would like it if you learned the cool trick, so I'm going to do that first. The thing you should think of is, okay, this guy and this guy are almost the same thing, right? X minus y and y minus x are really pretty close. What are they off by?
A negative 1.
Yeah, the signs are switched, right? Okay, see that? That means they're off by a negative 1. So why don't I factor a negative 1 out? You see that? That's one way to do this. Another way would be to multiply by negative 1 over negative 1, and then distribute one of them in. You guys want to see both? They amount to the same thing. Let me do this one, I guess, because I don't know, things. So I'm going to multiply by negative 1 over negative 1. Is that changing anything? No? We're okay with that? Okay, so then I'm going to distribute this one in, and I'm going to leave that one out. So I'm going to get a times x minus y times negative 1. And on the bottom, I've got b times
X minus y.
negative y plus x, which is x minus y. Maybe I'll write it as minus y plus x. Okay, see that? Now, this stuff is what?
Same, so they cancel.
That's 1, right? So they cancel. So I get a times negative 1 over b, which maybe I would rewrite as negative a over b. So my other option would have been back here, I could have factored a negative 1 out, which would put the negative 1 on the bottom. But it doesn't matter where it goes.
Because it's a fraction.
Yeah. Because negative 1 is one of these weird numbers where 1 over negative 1 is the same thing. Right? You guys cool with that? Okay, so there's lots of ways to get this answer. There's lots of things that are equivalent, right? So there's this one, there's a over negative b, there's negative a over b. There's various ones where you multiply by a negative 1 someplace, right? So any of these is kind of an okay answer. There's a few more that are also okay. Pick one. That one is maybe the most aesthetically pleasing, but whatever. For those of you who are maybe not quite playing along with this thing about distribute, what can you remember about stuff like this? When they're off by a sign, what's the answer going to be? Yeah, instead of even thinking about multiplying, the answer is going to be negative 1. You guys see that? These are almost the same thing, but they're off by a sign. So the result of my cancel is almost 1 off by a sign. You guys see that? So you can just spot those. It'd be really cool if you knew kind of an idea about why that was the case. But if you want to just spot them, I'm okay with that too. Good? Questions?